Well folks, welcome back to the workshop again. Today we've got a hammer drill that's lost its hammer supposedly. Customer says his hammer stopped hammering. A wee Bosch drill in here for repair. This here is the Bosch GBH 2/32 DF4. Hopefully a wee quick and easy fix. We'll see what she's doing here. Oh, might not be as quick as we think. She's running, but she's not hammering. You can tell because she's running way too free. Right, might be a wee bit more than I think going on in here. Mightn't be as quick as I think. This might be a piston. Let's strip this handle off and get under here and see. Just remove this to make it a bit handier. That's right, motor section's fine. It's actually the hammer section this time. So we've worked on these things before. But normally it's a motor. More specifically, normally it's more the field or the brushes basically, or the lead. This is a mechanical problem inside the gearbox. This isn't as common. See what we can do here. If it's the piston, it should be just one part, a little bit of a clean and some new grease. That's the best case scenario. If it's anything more than that, it could be more expensive if you have to replace gears. Take off this handle or this cover so we can get in and take out the whole motor section. This is a tight squeeze. We have to pry this up a wee bit. Got a metal plate just here, and you have to squeeze past it to get this off. There we go. And just to make it easier to work on, we'll just pull off these leads and just remove the handle completely. Now, this is just a handier section to work on. So motor's okay. Plenty of meat left in the brushes. Should be able to leave them alone. Just want to get on here. Get the chuck off as well. And we'll take this off now. This other sleeve is just pressed on. There's little plastic teeth here. Pull this up and press them across to free it out. Just work your way around. That'll pop off. Might even just leave it the way it is. Just carefully don't break it. Actually, we'll just take that off just in case we would break it. They're only plastic. Wee spring clip here, just pull it off and remove the whole thing. More of a precaution than anything. Just to keep it safe. It's a bit tight. There we go. Just broke the piston. I broke the con rod actually. So right, we need to get on here. Not much oil on this either. Can't see any oil on it. Well, there's a wee bit. Rather not spill it all out just. Get out the kind of backs. I'm going to pull out this tool holder. There's the oil now. And we're getting messy. Leave that together. That's what we need. Con rod. That'll come the whole piston. Just pour out the rest. We'll just replace it. Shouldn't be any more damage inside of this. Shouldn't be any debris. The gears inside of this mechanism is quite reliable. Generally these give very little trouble. There's a little bit of debris simply from that plastic con rod that broke, but it's only plastic. It's not like it's metal, so it shouldn't do the gears much harm. We'll just let the rest of that drain out. Now, get the piston out. There's the pin. It came out a lot handier than I thought. So the O-rings in that will be fine. O-ring in this doesn't matter. Actually, don't even need the pin for this now. Get rid of them. One new piston. That's the number there if you ever need one. 1618700 This could be the most expensive repair today. Wee tiny piston. Half serious, half joking. That there costs anywhere between £20 and £30. Not expensive at all. Most expensive repair today simply because it's been one of them days where either nothing's fixed or everything's a simple fix. Doesn't seem to be any expensive repairs today. But then it ain't the end of the day yet. Plenty more time to get a dear one. But this isn't going to be it. You're not going to get a cheaper repair than this one. Plus, nice and handy to actually do. I'm going to put a heavy grease on this. Grease doesn't really matter because we're going to put oil onto it anyway. But I'll just get a wee bit on to start with. Drop that on there. So now we want to put, it's absolutely covered in oil now. This happens when you're not servicing a machine. When you're just fixing it apart and getting it back together again. Things can get covered in oil and grease. Right, stick that on. We want to get the tool holder on. Before we do that, we want to get the hammer section or the gears for the rotation back in. So there's something to actually slide onto. Yeah, we'll put that on too. It's just a little oil seal. It's a bit awkward getting these all in together. Slide them in. Line up your piston. There we go. We can slide the rest on. Line up the holes, we cross on it, line up the wee notches, and just use the tip of the fingers to push this in. There we go. your C-clip on then to secure that on. Make sure it's in. See if it's not on there, look. It's not all the way down. There we go. Just help spread it out. Now, we wipe the desk here. And not as being as clean with this one, not washing the whole thing down, because it is just a wee quick simple fix. New piston and new oil will get this up and running again. There's no need to make it more expensive by putting more labour onto it, washing everything down. It's just for a customer. This ain't for a YouTube video. Customer doesn't want to be paying through the nose, just so I can make it look cleaner than what it is. Right, now the filler, we're going to be using the Bosch oil, not grease, actual oil. Is number 1615430-019, but that is for a big 1 litre tub. You also get smaller ones of these, but I can't remember the number of it now. You get them in down wee 50 litre tubs. Wee 50 would be enough for this. You just want a wee coating at the bottom. You don't need to fill it. Basically, just cover the gears. I think that should do. That's me out of the oil too. I'll have to order a new tub of that. Actually, I think I'll have to order a few tubs of that. Just for stock, I think, or supplier. Might be going. So we need to get a new supplier for some Bosch, or else go direct. But in the meantime, I need to stock up some of the stuff we use all the time, like the oil and the brushes. Slide that on and try to get the top on. There we go. Just try to hook it on. Actually, I'll use Loctite. Just in case. These long ones actually go the whole way down and are hooked onto the armature. So the motor has a steel plate that hooks onto this, that actually holds it on. To remove the armature, you have to remove these two metal screws. You also have to remove them to remove the top cover. Just get the two center ones here first. There's a big gasket on top as well, so it really squeezes these down. Should be no risk of oil leaks. Just make sure they're tight. Now, that should be the problem sorted. We just need to get it rebuilt. Plug in your motor wires again. There's two wires straight under the motor. Drop this on. These are a very expensive machine to buy, but they're a great machine to use. If you're needing something heavy duty for doing a lot of drilling, these are one of the best options out there. Dear to buy, but not all that expensive to maintain if you ever do need to fix them, and they're not difficult to work on. So great for longevity. labels in place. Squeeze that back in. That's it. The Metabo was beeping at me. Clutch setting. This is an electronic clutch, it's not in the gearbox. So you set her down to the lowest setting. It automatically stops when it meets resistance. You set the level. Plus when you go down to the lowest setting, a lot more speed control. Put her up to the highest setting then. Increases the speed too, but also the amount of torque goes to. A lot more force on it. Big heavy drill, this thing actually. Very heavy in the hand, big massive gearbox on it, loads of weight to it. But it's still low enough power or good enough torque on it. I actually just put these screws into plastic without stripping them out. Nice wee machine to use. Plus, started taking it on for the workshop for the videos because it's a little quieter. Can't hear it as much in the video. As for the heavier jobs, it's handy to have a bigger drill. Right, rebuild. This bit should be easy enough. Just a little ring again. The C-clip holds it on. This wee ring here fell out. It just fell out of in here. That sits there, and this goes over the top. Then you just need to line up the little teeth. That's it. Nice and simple. And that should be her. Ready to go. One new piston and a Bosch GBH 4/32 DF4. Heavy duty Bosch SDS Plus drill. This is the boy you go for. If you're doing something like suspended ceilings or cavity wall insulation or something like that, something where you're drilling holes all day long into concrete, this is the job for you. This is designed for running for long periods of time, not just the odd hole. You get these things in 15 or 20 years old, still running. It feels better. Much better. She's got her hammer back. That's how you put the hammer back in a Bosch hammer. Change the piston if it ever breaks on you. It's not an expensive part. That there is one of the best repairs today, or at least one of the most expensive. Everything else has just been wee quick fixes or things that aren't worth fixing. These things are well worth fixing. Anyway folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this quick wee Bosch fix. If you're liking the tool repair videos, make sure to drop us a wee like and a follow down below, or even better, hit that hype button as well. But anyway, thanks for watching folks, and I'll chat to you again the next time. Cheers!